Hello friends, my name is Murthy Dhiraj and today we are going to discuss a topic of environment and ecology, which is also useful for current affair purpose. And today's topic is Sundarbans under microplastic threat. So this news came uh, around April 2026, uh, where a survey is conducted by the IISER Kolkata, which has done its experiment or the research regarding the issue of Sundarban, how the pollution are degrading the Sundarban Delta and or Bay of Bengal region. So they have come across some findings. We will discuss that finding. So the first thing what in ISER report is found, that is high pollution, means number of particulate matters are found in Sundarban region, and they are degrading the plant species, animal species, along with the other fauna. So in pollution, it is found that the microplastic is the major contributor, which is continuously degrading. And microplastic is the one constituent particles of pollution which is not easy to separate. So its accumulation with the time is increasing in the body of living organism or marine organism which are inhabiting in the Sundarban Delta. So it is found that 40% of microplastics are surged during the monsoon runoff period, which is a major concern. The 40% increment is threatful for the ecosystem. The second findings we have, that is sources, which sources are contributing to the pollution in Sundarban Delta. So the first one is textile sector and the plastic fragment and the microplastics. Along with it, polypropylene and PET, that is polyethylene terephthalate. These are the major contributor of the pollution. We know that the Kolkata or the whole West Bengal, along with the Bangladesh, is famous for its textile industry. As we also know, the silk production is also done on a huge scale in West Bengal itself. So textile sector is also major contributor for pollution in Sundarban Delta, because the river channel is passing through the region, and number of tributaries like Damodar and other are joining to the confluence, and so that the regional pollution are from the home, from the society, gets involved in the river, and then in the Ganga river, and at last this get merged into the Bay of Bengal, that is Sundarban Delta. Now the third findings of the ISER report, Kolkata, is the plastisphere formation. So this is the new terminology, that what is plastisphere formation. So in plastisphere formation, plastics degrading into the nanoparticles, and then the cracks are developed in which the microbes are taken place as a host, and this whole scenario is called as plastisphere. And the fourth findings of the report is carbon impact. Since we know that Sundarban is famous for its mangrove forest, and in mangrove forest the nematophores are found, and they are very much helpful in maintaining the ecology of the system, maintaining the ecology, and they are helpful in decreasing the pollution level because they are major sink for carbon. So after having a lots of carbon, they are degrading the system, which in itself earlier preserving the water body or the delta. So that is carbon impact, where dissolved carbon affect the ecosystem. The fifth finding is, which is key concern, that our blue carbon sink is decreasing. It was already we have discussed in point number 4. Now the point number 6, in which we would say the overall impact, what the microplastic threats are having on the human and other marine animals, that is the disruption of food chain. After having a lots of accumulation of microplastics in one body, which is at the trophic level 1, which is primary producer, if they are feeding on the microplastics and the food in which microplastics are present, so by the increment of time, the accumulation of that pollutants and the particles will increase in that trophic level 1 organism, and when the trophic level 1 will be eaten by the trophic level 2, 3, 4, etc. So the accumulation of the particles, microplastics and other pollutants will increase, which in itself is a threat for that marine diversity as well. So this is the overall scenario of the microplastics. Now we will also like to discuss what is microplastics and the difference from nanoparticles. So the basic difference we can observe from the radius of the particles. The microplastic is somewhat in greater dimension than the nanoplastics. So microplastics have radii of 5 millimeter or less than 5 millimeter, while the nanoparticles have a dimension of around 1 micrometer or less than it. We are also having a dimension of nanoparticles from 1 nm to 100 nm. The types on the basis of origin we can discuss. So there are two types, that one is the primary and the second one is secondary. In the primary we have intentionally made small, that is like microbeads and synthetic fibers, while in secondary we have breakdown of the primary pollutants or the primary if we break down the primary particles into some other fragments, then we would have our secondary pollutants. This is the thing. We have also learned about bioaccumulation, in which the pollutants are increasing in a marine animal or any other animal, and which further increase with the trophic level. Now the another term here we have to consider is Trojan horse effect. So in Trojan horse effect is also somewhat similar like bioaccumulant, where the pollutants are increasing with the trophic level and carry the toxic pollutants from one level to another level, which means the whole food chain is going to disrupt. And some specific term about Sundarban So Sundarban is the largest mangrove forest in the world and is situated on the confluence of the Ganga, the Brahmaputra, and the Padma river, which is the region uh, in the West Bengal and the uh, Bangladesh. Both of the countries, uh, both of the territories are significantly contributing in the increase of pollution in the Sundarban Delta. As I have also already told that the textile sector is very much famous in Kolkata in India, in the West Bengal, and Bangladesh is also a major textile hub. So they both are uh, producing the pollutants. They are not only producing the pollutants, on the other hand the positive sides also have, that is they are helpful in generating employment and contributing in the economy of the nation. But we have also to consider the things what they are degrading our ecosystem, because the sustainable development is the one thing which we have to always consider in our mind, so that our present generation with the uh, good use of the resources, along with future generation can have that the resources what we have owned from them. And in other words, we have also get the resources from our ancestor, and we have to make carry forward for the further generation. So this is the one thing which we have to remember. And some important facts, that is why the Sundarban is named. So in the region of Bay of Bengal, near Kolkata, the Sundari tree was found in historical period, means from the back of time the Sundari tree was found. So on the basis of that Sundari tree, in this region the whole geography is named as the Sundarban. And it is also uh, known that uh, blue carbon sink are having in this geographical region. So this is called as Sundarban. And if we talk about the biodiversity, so the number of marine animals and species along with the terrestrial animals are found, like the tigers are found in Sundarban. Along with it, the crocodiles, terrapin, and Gangetic dolphins are also found in the region. And what is the status of Sundarban? So Sundarban was declared as a tiger reserve in 1973. Later, it also get the status of national park in 1984, and in 1987 it get the opportunity to be included in UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is not only the Sundarban in India. After 10 years from what India get the UNESCO World Heritage Site status, the our neighbor Bangladesh also get an opportunity, and it was also listed in World Heritage Site in 1997. It is also considered as a biosphere reserve under the UNESCO's MAB program 2001, and also it has get an opportunity to be included in Ramsar sites in 2019. So this is all about the Sundarban for today's discussion. We will meet in some other video with the next topic. So till then, thank you.